Looks like there's some dark clouds coming in. Maybe I'll flag the swim and just keep moving. Nothing like a giant thunderstorm to get you motivated to paddle faster. So that thunderstorm is right next to me. I'm actually on the wrong side of the lake if it does hit me. That thunderstorm is singing pretty good now. Pretty much non-stop thunder.
Good morning, day 131 canoeing across Canada. Today we've woken up on South Lake. Nice quiet morning, just the birds, no wind yet. This morning we're going to finish the Portage. We've camped right by the Portage, so we're going to finish this Portage. I've done one trip last night with the bear barrel. I was going to do the canoe, but I ran out of light. So that's what we're doing this morning. It is about 6:45 in the morning, and I'm going to get this day started because my goal today is to get to the other end of Arrow Lake. So that's going to be about 14 or 15 miles from here. So it should be doable as long as the weather just doesn't screw me. Yeah, should be fine. Whew. I'm having really bad. I'm having really bad sleeps lately. Horrible sleeps. I'm in pain. My back hurts. My bed's uncomfortable. My left shoulder's sore. So yeah. I'm going to get to Thunder Bay in a few days, and I need to have a look at that, of how I can improve my sleep situation, if I can afford to get a better mattress. Anyway, I'll think about that when I arrive, or while I'm paddling today. Well, let's get into it. All right. God knows why I did that last trip in a t-shirt, a hoodie, and a vest. It was just instant sweat. Good way to start the day. What am I doing? I'll do that. Slipping on rocks. Not on my head. Oh. That one hurt. this is Rat Lake. Really shallow so far. It's like 1.5 foot deep. It's an unlucky name, Rat Lake. So it's only a really small lake, and on the other side there could be a portage. So I haven't packed properly, I've just thrown everything in, and we're going to find out when we get there. But I think from here is 4 miles to Arrow Lake, and that is the lake we're going to turn off. We're going to turn off the boundary waters up Arrow Lake and get to the... What was that? And get to the end of Arrow Lake. Man, it's still just super shallow. It's like 2 feet here. Alright, so this is how big the portage is from there. To there. Let's get into it. Oh, look at the size of that bass. That is a monster. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh. That is a monster bass. I'm going to try to catch him. Whoa, look at him. Alright, so we just finished that portage at the end of Rat Lake. And there's some pretty big bass. Oh, that was terrible. Let's do that again. I'm trying a lure that I've never tried before. I don't know if it's the right one. Let's get closer. Yay. There he is. He's probably a keeper, like an eating fish. But not today. He's not the one we wanted. There's a couple of really big ones down there that I saw. That's what I want. So I get a lot of comments asking why I don't keep the fish I catch. So here's an explanation. I don't like holding on to fish all day, keeping them alive or dragging them behind me. And catching one in the morning, just to let it sit unrefrigerated until later, isn't really appealing to me. And you've seen me release some good sized walleye. The truth is, walleye don't taste great over an open fire. They don't have the fat content to stay moist, unlike bass or trout, which are delicious cooked that way. Now, battered and deep fried, walleye is amazing, but I don't exactly have a deep fryer out here, so I'd rather not kill one if I'm not going to enjoy it. Now, I would keep a bass or trout if I caught one later in the day,
But lately, the bass I've been catching are too big. The rules here say they need to be under 13 inches. Now, if this were a survival situation, it would be different. But I've got a barrel full of food. I don't need to break the rules or eat dry fish just to get by. Man, there's so many bass down there. Man. Ooh. Just getting to relax a little bit. All right, buddy. Yee! Getting bigger. There's some bigger ones down there. I can see them. All right, so that's enough of that. Back to paddling. I want to get to the other side of Arrow Lake today, and that is around 17, 18 miles today. And it's 10:30 in the morning now. We've just done 2 portages, and I don't think there's any more portages to do until I get to the other side of Arrow Lake. So we are paddling, and we are not far away from Rose Lake. Once we get to Rose, we're going to be turning left onto Arrow. That's the plan. Let's go. Hey, buddy. You're pretty big. It's a big ass bird. You are a big bird. Just coming up to, there's like a stream, I guess, that links Rose Lake to Arrow Lake, and that is where I'm just coming up to. This is a hot day. Super hot. Definitely looks a bit shallow. I'm actually going with the current for a change. Oh, this is cool. This is so cool. Loving it. Ooh, rock. Another rock. Ooh, fisherman. How's it going? Super hot day today, and by the end of the day this will be one of the biggest days, if I make it. This will be one of the biggest days that I've done so far on this second half. So I'm just going to stop here in front of me here and just stop for 5 minutes and have a drink. I haven't had a drink all day, and it is 1 o'clock, 5 to 1. We've got about 12 miles to go until we get to the other end of Arrow Lake. I might even have a swim. Yeah, I'm going to. Why not? Looks like there's some dark clouds coming in. Maybe I'll flag the swim and just keep moving. Yeah. We'll keep moving. Canada. It either starts out terrible and ends beautifully, or it starts out beautiful and it ends terribly. Behind me I can hear the, just when I sat down and had that water, I looked up and I was like, oh shit. Some clouds coming in, and just left that spot, and then within a minute I can hear the thunder now. You hear that? Thunder. Still going. Still going. That was like a 30-second thunder. Well, I could be getting pretty wet, or it's going to just miss me. It's just to my right. I'm still okay right now. It's all in there. I came from there, so maybe it's going to just miss me. That would be sweet. Nothing like a giant thunderstorm to get you motivated to paddle faster. So that thunderstorm is right next to me, and I'm actually on the wrong side of the lake if it does hit me. So I'm going to quickly gun it across the other side now. You can hear the thunder, and the wind is starting to pick up. So I'm going to quickly get to the other side and I'll be a bit more sheltered from the wind. That thunderstorm is singing pretty good now. Pretty much non-stop thunder. Right when I say that, it stops. Keep going, Tom. All right, I've made it over the other side, and that system is over here. It looks like it has just missed, but here comes another one, and I don't think that one's going to miss. That one's a little bit further to the west, but we'll keep our fingers crossed. At least the wind is behind us, and I'm over on this right hand side now, kind of protected. I can still feel the wind, but I'm protected from the swell. Over the other side, there'll be more swell now because there'll be enough time for that wind to pick up the swell. So I feel a lot better on this side. But I'm going to stop in a second and put on my jacket. All right. Now we're ready. I think. Here comes the rain. It's crazy, it's raining right there, and now it's raining. 1, 2, 3. Crazy. Look how thick that rain is over there, and then just behind it, it just ends. But right there, so thick. Unbelievable. There's some kind of dock or something in front of me. So I'm just going to go there and maybe wait this out, see what happens. Even though it's not real windy, but I just can't see what's coming behind me. There's the hills and the trees are in the way, and what's behind me is what's gonna hit me. Here comes some thunder. 3, 2, 1, now. Not that time. It's a pretty good place to stop and rest, but I think looking back, the worst of it is over. It seems like all the storm is over that way now. So while I've got this wind behind me, I'm actually going to use it. I'm going to keep going. Who said the worst of it was over? I definitely should have waited back there. Oh man. Typically the wind shifted and I've got a lot of water in my boat now, so it became quite hard to control. Because I'm very back heavy now. Start getting some of this water out. And I'm pretty sheltered where I am now, so maybe I'll just wait here. I've said it before, like last year when I was on the Winnipeg River and it thundered down, but there was no wind. And there's something really beautiful about it, you know, something really peaceful, almost healing. When you're not in danger, you know. If I was over the other side where I was before, you know, I paddled over this side before the storm hit. Different story. I probably would have been a bit anxious. But being on this side, I know that nothing really can happen. And so I can kind of enjoy it. When I say nothing can happen, I mean like I'm going to get wet, you know, I'm going to get a bit cold, but at no point did I feel in danger. Alright, the rain has eased for now, so we're moving again. I'm about, well, I think, I buried my phone when the rain came, but I think I'm about a mile away from the Narrows on Arrow Lake, and I think from the Narrows, I think I'm about 4 to 4.5 miles away to get to the end of the lake. So if I am right, I'm about 5.5 miles from finishing for the day. So there's another one coming behind us. Going to be a lot of rain again. And I think we've got about, at a guess I would say, an hour and a half more paddling to get to our destination. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, I thought you were maybe stranded out here.
Oh, no.
Hey?
No, I'm good.
Oh, because it's in the storm, eh?
Oh yeah, I was in it. I was in it coming across the other side.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Are you like on a journey, or are you just out here camping? Or?
No, I'm canoeing across Canada.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Oh, okay. No, I seen you. I was at the launch. I was emptying the boat out because it's flooded, and I thought, oh, there's a guy in a canoe out there. Better go check on him.
Yeah, well, it's been a rough day.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get to the other side here.
Oh, you got a little ways to go yet.
Like 4 miles or something, eh?
Yeah, it's a good jaunt from here. Nice.
No more systems coming, eh, you reckon?
Yeah, I think you got another one coming, yeah.
Yeah, one more.
Yeah.
But anyway, I appreciate you coming out and checking up.
Did you want to tow up a little ways up, or?
Oh, I wouldn't say no to I wouldn't say no to a little tow.
I'll take it to maybe that point up there.
That point, that would be great.
I'll stay away from this side. This side's all shallow for my boat. there's lots
Mate,
of rocks.
I'd love to. I could just hold on like this if you
We
want.
could just go casual if you want, yeah.
Sorry, remind me your name one more time.
Rod.
Rod, yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Rod. And at any point, if at any point you want to just say that's enough, then you.
I'm gonna get it. I'll get it. So, but I got power.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Rod. Appreciate it, brother.
All right, you take care.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, Rod.
Get a hamburger.
Yeah, me. Cheers, bud. Thank you. All right. So we have made it to the other side of Arrow Lake. I was just coming through the Narrows. I was on this side of the Narrows, and a guy on a boat, his name was Rod, and he just came up and he just asked if I was doing okay, and he probably dragged me, I don't know, 3 miles, maybe 3.5. So that was really nice. He saved me an hour of paddling. So cheers, Rod, if you're watching, mate. Really appreciated. Yeah, because I got caught in that weather, so that's why he came out. It's like, you doing okay? And but yeah, I was fine. But anyway, I've arrived here now on this side, and I am at Ryan's campground. I think there's more to it than that, but it's a place called Ryan's campground or something. And it's kind of funny. As soon as I pulled up, there was a woman and her son at the dock here, and she said the same thing to me. She said, "Were you just in that storm?" I said, "Yeah." And she was like, "Oh wow!" And we were chatting for a bit, and she showed me where the office is to this place. I walked to the office, but it was closed. Nobody was there. So I came back and I said, "Oh," I told her, "Oh, it's closed." And she says, "Oh, well, follow me to my trailer here, and we'll call." She said, "I know the owner's number." So she called, and then he came out and he met us at her place, and he said, "Hey, sorry, there's no more cabins available. There's no more. Yeah, it's just sorry." And I said, "Okay, what else can I do?" He said, "You can camp." And then Kevin. So the woman that I met, her name was Leslie, and her husband's Kevin. And Kevin said, "Oh, well, why don't you just sleep here?" He said, "Sleep on the couch." And the owner said, "No, he can't do that because we don't know him." And I said to him, "Okay, well, what are the options? If you don't have a cabin, what can I do?" He said, "You can sleep in a tent. You can do a tent site." I said, "Okay, how much is it?" He said, $50 a night. I was like, $50 a night? I was like, "Is it powered at least?" He's like, "No." So literally, this patch of grass here is $50 a night, which I find ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I've pitched my tent here, but I'm not planning on sleeping in it. Kevin still said, "Come and sleep on the couch. Just pitch your tent, make it look like you're sleeping here, but come and get a decent sleep on a proper mattress." So that's what I'm going to do, because my back is killing me after the last month of sleeping on my little 3-inch blow-up bed. I really need to do something about that. I need to better that situation. So yeah, I've accepted that offer of sleeping on his couch. And also he said that he'll help me get my gear to Whitefish Lake tomorrow, which I was planning on doing by just walking, which is 7 miles from here by road. So I was going to try to do it all in one go with my wheels. Spend a bit of time here to organise that and do that. But then he just said, "Hey, look, why don't I just help you out with that?" So yeah, I'm going to accept that offer as well. Anyway, that's the plan. Tent's going to sleep here on its own tonight, and I'm going to go have a shower, do some laundry. Apparently there's a laundromat here, and then go and socialise with Leslie and Kevin. So come along.
In a certain perspective, you will see all the dark things of Thunder Bay, but then there's another perspective, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's caring, it's loving.
For sure.
day 132 canoeing across Canada, and I am at Ryan's Arrow Lake Lodge in Ontario. I got here last night and I met Leslie down at the water, and ever since they have been incredible to me, feeding me. I slept on the couch last night. It was so much better than sleeping on my blow-up mattress, which is this thick. So yeah, I had a great sleep, and thank you guys so much for that. And this morning, me and Kevin, mainly Kevin, we've been modifying my cart, because from here I am going to walk to Thunder Bay, basically to Stanley, which is going to be 37 kilometers. And my cart that I bought the cheapest, lightest one that I could because of my portaging, and I didn't want a heavy one, but the wheels just weren't good enough, and I always knew I'd have to replace the wheels at some point before this. And once again, the universe is looking out for me, because they've put me in with the perfect people that said, well, I've got a couple of bikes here that we don't use. He was actually had a bike in the back of the truck to get ready to take to the scraps. And so we've taken the wheels off, we've modified it. We've got 2 different bikes. We've got little washers we found here, this thing, and we've got the top of a jar here. So it's a bit makeshift, but I don't see why it's not going to work. It's so much better than what I bought. So yeah, this is pretty crucial for me to do this and modify this, because I just wouldn't have been able. I wouldn't make it on the other one, and I don't even know if I'm going to make it with this one. I don't really know what's in front of me. I don't know how many hills or how bad or hard they are. So at least I'm going to give it a go.
You're good. You'll make it, man.
What's that river called?
Kaministaqua.
Kaministaqua.
That's the proper way to
Kaministaqua.
Most people call it Kaministaqua, but the way it's pronounced is Kaministaqua.
Kaministaqua.
That's the indigenous way of saying it.
So the plan is to go from here to Whitefish Lake, then walk to Stanley, jump on the Kaministaqua River to go into Thunder Bay, where I'm going to get picked up by Andrew, who has been a friend of mine for the last couple of years. I've actually never met him. He was my first ever sponsor. He sponsors me the sunglasses that I wear, and finally going to meet him, and he's going to help me out and get resupplied to then cross Lake Superior. What are we doing?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Are we doing a photo? Good enough?
Yeah.
Happy?
Yeah.
Hey, well, thank you so much. I'm a hugger at this point. So yeah, thank you so much. It was a real pleasure to bump into you out at the water there.
Yeah.
I'm really glad I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just the help you guys have done for me this morning and yesterday, and the food and hospitality and the couch and the everything. So and the lift now as well. You know, everything. Thank you.
No problem. It was great to meet you. We learned a lot.
All right, so originally I was being taken to Whitefish Lake, and I was going to paddle across Whitefish to Mackie Resort, but the weather has absolutely turned. It is horrible out. It is raining. It is windy. There's a storm, and so Kevin has offered to just take me straight to Mackie. So I have accepted that because of this miserable day, and so that's what we're doing. We're just driving. I think it's about 6 miles, is it? 6 miles from, more or less, from Ryan's what is it? Ryan's Arrow Lake Lodge. From Ryan's Arrow Lake Lodge to Mackie Resort. So that's where we're heading to.
And just like that, I'm at Mackie Resort on Whitefish Lake. Legends. Everyone that I've met is just legends. Kevin and Leslie. Kevin just dropped me off here. He just left. Dropped me off here at Mackie Resort. Rod, that I met yesterday as I was paddling into over Arrow Lake. I arrived here at Mackie Resort, and they've just given me a cabin, and they said just take it for free. You know, it's like every single person I meet are just really happy, and they want to help. It's not even like I don't know, they want to. Yeah. There was another guy, Marcel, that I saw at the campground, and I was just walking past, and he said, you know, come on in and let's have a beer and have a Caesar together, you know, and just chatted and exchanged numbers. And he just says, if you need anything, give me a call, you know. and it's he said, if you get into trouble over Lake Superior, give me a call. And so many people have said that to me. You know, let me know if you need help, because I'll be there. That's just the Canadian way, it seems, you know. So yeah, it's awesome. But here I am at Mackie Resort, and tomorrow I'm going to start my walk from here to Stanley. It's 37 kilometers, which is 23 miles, and it's going to take me all day. I've been playing around with the weight distribution of the canoe, trying to get the balance right, because I've got 100 kilo worth of gear. The canoe itself is 30 kilo, 35 kilo, and so I'm going to be pulling this for 23 miles or 37 kilometers. There's going to be hills. It's going to go uphill, downhill. So tomorrow's going to be a challenge. And but that's a worry for tomorrow. Today I'm going to just get myself organized so I can sort of leave relatively early tomorrow, and I'm going to have a sauna, and I'm going to enjoy sleeping in a bed. And they also offered some burger. They're going to cook burgers tonight, and they offered, hey, come and have burgers with us. So I'm going to enjoy my afternoon, because tomorrow is going to be a lot of hard work. Trying to get the balance so that it still sits on its nose, but very lightly. And right now it's about where I want it, but there's still some gear to go in. So from now on, I'm going to put the gear at the front, one at the back, one at the front, one at the back, and keep the weight distribution as I have it. And you see my new wheels? Compared to the original wheels that it came with, and any little stone that this hit, it would just go, and it would jump, and it's just a real pain in the ass. So that's why I've done what I've done, and I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I met Kevin to help me out with that. So anyway, a little bit of work to do in the morning to just to make sure the balance is right. I'm going to tie these lines around the cart and then over to me, so I'm going to be pulling from a rope. So that's the plan, but I'll figure that out tomorrow. So, thanks for watching. And if you're enjoying this journey, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone that might connect with it too. If you'd like to go deeper and support this channel, you can find me on Patreon. Every bit of support helps fuel future episodes, new adventures, and more time spent creating. The link's in the description. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.